JJ, we haven't had a chance to talk to you since you got injured senior day, talk about going through and the emotions tomorrow. And I guess, how did surgery go? How do you feel? And just the disappointment of the kind of the whole year.
Surgery went really well. I'm about 6, 7, almost 7 weeks out now, and got my sling off about 2 weeks ago, so I can start rehabbing and start lifting again. So that's been exciting. The season has definitely been very rough for me, just because it didn't go as I planned it. But I've learned a lot, and I'm just taking this time to learn some more and just to support my teammates and just continue to grow.
Can each of you three answer this? And you may give similar answers. You might have a little bit different take. I don't know. But I'm curious, just when you're going through a season like this, where do you still find your joy in playing basketball and being on a basketball team?
I say I find my joy from just like being around my teammates and my coaches. They're all great people, and they're the reason why like I came here, and like they just been great to me ever since I've been here. So I feel like just having them around just keeps me going every day. It gives me something to do it for, like my teammates.
AJ, are you definitely not coming? Oh.
Very similar answer to Zan. This is my second family right here. So every single day I'm looking forward to having another practice with these guys, having another game. Still have a ton of fun with them, going on the weight trips. There's a whole bunch of experiences that I still look forward to, and they make it enjoyable. So.
Yeah, same as they said. Just being around not only the teammates but the staff that we have. I feel like we're all close to each other, and I feel like each day is just different and fun. It's obviously tough when you're losing, but we still got each other, and we're still playing the game that we love. So,
JJ, are you definitely not coming back next year? You could have applied for a medical waiver. Maybe you did. What's your situation?
I most likely will apply for the medical waiver, and I'm not decided yet. I'm just taking this time to worry about my rehab, and over the next couple weeks, I'll make a decision.
Yeah, Zan, thinking back to the game on Tuesday, you hit your first three in college. Can you take us through that moment and just what it was like to have a big game like that? And your dad also praised your defense when he was in here. Just talk about how you've grown over the course of the season.
Yeah, when I hit that three, I was extremely happy. I think Tyler hit me, and I was just like, I gotta knock it down. And we were trailing the whole game, so I just try to do anything that I can to positively impact the game. So, and you said something else?
Yeah, he was just talking about. I think you took a charge later on in the game.
Oh yeah, you said somebody was talking about my defense.
Yeah, it was Kenny, your dad was talking.
Yeah,
about
just
great.
always trying to positively impact the game. So anything that I could do to help the team, I'll try to do it.
Zan, for you, you just mentioned your dad. Obviously, it's been, a rough couple of years, just the criticism, the outside noise. How have you handled this? Because, you kind of come from a different perspective of your players. Just how have you handled everything that just kind of come these past couple of seasons?
Yeah, I try to not think about, none of the negative stuff. So, I don't, read Twitter or read anything that people are saying because, at the end of the day, they don't know what's going inside. They don't know what's going on inside our circle. So, I just try to stay as positive as I can.
JJ, you talked about being able to kind of watch and learn. What kind of things have you learned over the last couple of months?
Well, as a senior, throughout my years, each year I feel like the game slows down for me. And now that I'm sitting back and watching, I just pay a lot more attention to what both teams are running and what works and things like that. So I would definitely carry that intelligence I've learned throughout my career, I would say. And then I would say I just learned how to face adversity more. I mean, I've already been through some, but it's hard sitting out, and it's hard not being able to play, especially your senior year. But it's only gonna make me stronger. So I would say that.
Starting with JJ and for all three of you guys, Kenny came in here before you guys and told us that he still believes you guys have a stretch here with the ACC tournament coming up. Where do you guys kind of see your team as far as heading into this tournament, and how can your team as a whole compete? And do you believe your team can compete in this tournament?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we've been close games with a lot of these teams, especially the higher up teams, and I think we're like around. We're supposed to play like maybe Boston College, Florida State, or maybe Virginia Tech or Notre Dame, and we beat Florida State, and we've been close with other teams. So I don't see why not. I feel like we're in shape, and playing games multiple back to back, we can do that, and we just go up there and try our best.
Yeah, I think we definitely can go on a run in the ACC tournament with just competing in practice every single day and going up against some great athletes. With me being on scout team, I can see the talent that we have, and one day it's going to click, and hopefully that's coming up in the next couple of games.
Yeah, I also believe that we can go on a run. We just got to piece a whole good game of 40 minutes together, and that, we have to, want it more than the other teams. A lot of teams are coming around good together around this time, so it's, mandatory that we have to start playing together as a team more, and I feel like we could go on a run if we could piece a couple games together, so.
Coming into the season, I think expectations were much higher than what you guys have achieved. Instead of 8 wins, maybe 12, 15, whatever. Have you guys ever sat down and talked about what has stopped you from sort of reaching that next plateau?
Winning's hard. In college basketball, there's a ton of great teams, and like you mentioned, maybe we didn't achieve the expectations that were expected of us, but Zan mentioned it earlier, and no one knows what's going inside a program with the outside noise. All we can do is try to get better, and we do that by competing in practice every day. We work hard, so even if we have 2 guaranteed games left in this season, we're going to approach it like we have a 0-0 record.
Wait, could you repeat that question for me?
Expectations were higher than what you guys have achieved this year, and just what you think has stopped you guys from achieving what you wanted to achieve?
I would say injuries played a role. I would say external factors, but honestly, like Aidan said, winning is hard, and these teams are really good, and each night is a different style, different kind of play, and we have a younger group, and I feel like they've grown, and maybe early on they weren't experienced enough, and it caused some of those losses, but yeah, that's really all I can say. I don't really know what to say.
Aidan, can you kind of talk about your 2 years here and what it's kind of meant to you, kind of how you got here and your relationship with Coach Manning, and just what this has meant for you as you go through senior day?
Yeah, absolutely. I spent my first 2 years at Maryland College Park, and my sophomore year, Coach Manning was a part of my staff at Maryland, and that's when my relationship with him started. And I'm really thankful that I met him because he's done so much for me and my family. And being here for the past 2 years, I think is the best decision that I've ever made in my life. I've met friendships that will last a lifetime, met amazing coaches, our support staff, to the players. I can go on how amazing my time has been here, even despite our record. So I'm just truly thankful to be here and enjoyed every last minute of it.
Zan, what is the 2 years here? A lot has happened. What has it meant for your relationship with your dad? And even if you can go back to, that Thursday night where you guys lose to St. Peter's, and then within hours you're here and your dad's getting introduced for his first head coaching job, and then you come with him. I mean, it's a lot of stuff's happened in this 2 years.
Yeah, me and my dad's relationship has always been great, and I've always been supportive for him, and he's always been supportive for me. So, I mean, like, me coming here was just like it was mandatory because like even before he got the job, we were talking about it. Like, I've always wanted to like be with him when he's like doing something like as big as this. So, I feel like that was important.
Question for Zan and Aidan. After the season's over, have you given much thought to, what's next for you guys in your lives as you take the next step?
Still a lot to be determined. I love college basketball. I love the industry. And with me being a walk-on, I've taken every single approach to practice on how can I make JJ better? How can I get these rotation guys better? And I like that sense of development. So coaching is definitely something that I've considered. And I just love college basketball because of the relationships that you meet. I mentioned it before. I've met people with friendships that will last a lifetime, and I can continue that if I stay in college basketball.
I'm still not like 100% sure yet, like of what I want to do, but I've like always been around basketball, so I think like every day, like it's been a blessing to be a part of a team and like being around like coaches like my dad and like Coach Cal and stuff. So I want to like be able to stay around like basketball when I'm done playing here.